Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living.
What's going on? What's good?
The stories are
Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel. What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Sunday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, knocking down doors and making your dreams come true, and practicing ignore. Now I want to talk to you something about the hormones and stuff. You know, I've been back on it for a minute, and I want to talk about the difference between the pill versus the shots. Now, I notice there's a big difference when it comes down to the shots and stuff. Let me put this down for a second. Okay. When it comes down to the shots and stuff, it like works a lot more differently versus the one they're gonna come to pill. I'm gonna tell you the difference that works for me. We can compare notes and see if it goes the same way or it's just, you know, it just goes this way for me. Now with the shots and stuff, I took them and stuff, and I've never had the reaction as far as, you know, problems like very sensitive, crybaby, all that kind of stuff like that. It was just a shots, or I don't know. But the shots and stuff, it takes all the muscles and the veins out your arm and stuff, and it kind of like more so of that versus the spironolactone and the hormone pills. Now, when I was taking the shots, I didn't have to take the spironolactone, if I pronounced it correctly. All I had to do is take the shots. Now, spironolactone is supposed to be like a blood pressure type of thing, as far as help you regulate your blood and stuff. I understand that, so, you know, it takes the muscles and stuff out your arm and stuff, but it's supposed to regulate, you know, your blood. Now, since I've been on the pills, it's changed as far as how I view things. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want you to monitor your actions as far as you on these pills, if you're on the pills. Now, if you're on the shots, it's a lot more differently. Of course, with me, when I was on the shots, there was no such thing as the private part even moving, like it's dead, gone. It's a noodle. But when you're on the pills, you could become fully functional with no problem. But with the shots, that's not going to happen. And sometimes even with the pill, you could wake up erect. You could wake up in the morning and be fully erect. Sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of times, if your body circulating it the wrong way, it could make you erect, and that's not supposed to happen. Okay, if you're the first time starting it, when you're on these hormones and stuff, you're not supposed to get erect at all. It's supposed to kill everything down here. But like I said before, it works differently for everybody. Some people, you know, do this, but I'm sharing my experiences to see if this happens to you as well. Now, the pills can make you erect. The pills will make you cry. The pills make you, and remember, I never went through none of this stuff. You become more sensitive. Now, my sensitivity is when if I see somebody on the news or basically online fighting and stuff, tears start falling down my eyes, like I'm just started crying. And that's the reason why I say monitor your action, is because that wasn't me before. Like I was just watching, like, oh my God, this is crazy. But now it's like, it started emotionally, tears are coming out my eyes. I have to literally fight tears from falling out my eyes. Like, they already like right there about to fall out my eyes. And I'm holding them because I don't want them to fall. You know, this is the thing. A lot of times when there's hormones and stuff, and this is a little bit off the subject and stuff, but a lot of times we're on these hormones and stuff, and it's always been that thought of me as you know, living in your truth, the right body, you know, all that extra stuff. When I think about, you know, society as far as social media. But then I have the conversation with myself. And this is about me now. As no one else. I'm dating straight men. And when I say I'm dating straight men, that means I have to talk a man out of reproducing, having babies, and all this extra stuff that he would want with a cis woman, and to give that all up to be with me. I know you like Raven is your deputy, but listen, I'm a Gemini. I be thinking of all kinds of, I think of stuff, and I share stuff with you that people probably don't want to talk about it, because they'd be like, if I say that, they'd be like, well, you're not happy with your transition, or they start judging me and saying that something's wrong, you know, because I'm not comfortable, and that's not what I'm saying. But I've seen some of the most beautiful two-spirit women I ever saw in my life. And none of them have men. Well, maybe they do, but they don't share it. I understand that there's women out there that don't have men as well, but the record numbers that are so many beautiful two-spirit women out there, to me, that don't have men, it becomes questionable to me. I like to do research. I like to follow up checks. I like to see what's going on. I like to know what the hell I've got myself into this time. Now, here it is, I'm a pill. Obviously, I'm transitioning to become the woman that's already on the inside to push her out to the outside. And I'm meeting men that only want the man that's in the inside and not really the one on the outside. Sometimes I feel as though they need the mask so they could do the things as far as being gay. Just my opinion. And in case you're wondering, seen the mask, I mean, if you look like a woman, I'll let you do everything to me as far as a man would do. But if you don't look like a woman, I'm not going to let you do it. So I kind of feel like that's how they got the mentality, way of thinking when it comes to us. Also, a lot of them been to the rodeo a lot more longer than they like us to know. And I always feel as though when I'm taking these pills, can I date? Now, some girls could date because they not really used to abusive, you know, as far as a man, or even been in an abusive relationship. So it becomes problematic for me because I can't understand why is he here. I also understand when girls detransition. A lot of times girls detransition because the abuse is overwhelming. You have some men that are basically dating the girls to mentally abuse her to make her hate what she's doing. His goal is to never be with her. His goal is to make her feel like everything she's doing is a mistake. So he works on her, he dogs her, he treats her the worst. Because he never wanted you anyway. His goal was to make you detransition. But then it's those bitches like me that when he shows up, we show out. And that's not part of his plan. So he has to try to beat you down mentally. He uses things to get in your head. And when I say that he promised you everything you ever wanted, and it's all a trick. So he's a mental abuse. I've talked to a lot of men who are actually with us, who actually sleep with us, who actually is ashamed of what they're doing. I've been offered tons of times to leave the state, leave the world, basically, to hide. They're so afraid. And I always find that part to be amazing. If you're ashamed of what you're doing, you just maybe shouldn't be doing it. But I also learned that I just sometimes I feel like I really got myself got myself in some shit. But in their defense, it's not. I'm not being Debbie Downer because there's tons of men that's been getting at me and stuff. And I told you about that before. I blame myself because I'm too mentally messed up. And a lot of, you know, they always saying, "Well, Raven, I'm not like them other guys." I said, I get it. But the other guys who said the same thing before you that got to my life, they said the same thing. And then I question girls who are in relationship, and I always ask myself, just my opinion, is she the man in the bed? Now, just because she's long dicking him in that bed don't mean that she has the woman role. When I say that, that means that he still wants her to get up, put on nice outfits, cook her something to eat. You know, he wants to feel like a king. Instead, he lays in that bed like a queen. But he wants to feel like a king. Instead, I can't do it. Because I am an ignorant bitch. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. I also feel as though it has a lot to do with me being tall. Especially as tall girls. We stand out the most. You can't hide us like you can hide the little ones. And it just amazes me how this whole thing works. It amazes me how the same men who say they can't stand me is sleeping with me. I've argued with so many men about who I am. I argue with so many men who are sleeping with me, who have slept with me, who sit back and go, oh, you just want me to be your man. You want me to be gay. You just want me to be in your world. You want me to lose everything to be with you. You just want me to be gay. And I sit there and I look at them, I was like, but going down on me, that wasn't gay. Getting fucked in the butt, that wasn't gay. Walk around the house acting like a big old fruitcake, that wasn't gay. But when I say, let's move the relationship further, oh, no, I'm not gay, man, I'm not gay. And then you go get a cis woman, you get on top of her, give her a baby, then you posting on Facebook, look at my baby, y'all. I said, And I know a lot of us girls get to see that. The same man that gave us so much hell that would not be the man in the bed was the man in the bed for her. And I always find it funny when I share these stories, cis women be like, well, I would never be with a man that been with y'all. Do you honestly think, if you looked at these girls and how beautiful they are, your man wouldn't take the bait, especially if he loves sex? And I always find it amazing how girls be like, well, anytime somebody mess with one of y'all, I'm finished with him. Don't no real woman want no man that mess with one of y'all. Y'all nothing but men. He heard you. That's why he ain't telling you. He may have one of me. He may even have a gay man. He ain't gonna tell you. I just find it amazing how it works. Like I said before, I know I sound like one of the dum-dums, but when I transitioned, I thought I would be with gay men. I know that sounds crazy because only gay men wants a man. I'm like slow a little bit. But at the end of the day, I was like, well, ain't that kind of what I am? I mean, not 100%. In order to be two spirits, that means you have to be the man and the woman. You just can't be one without the other. But that's just me thinking. So if a man is in the bed with me doing all this stuff that's womanly duties, why would I ask him, is he straight? But he's straight. I said, if it's a raping in the baby, that's straight, trust me. And the sad part about it, a lot of two-spirit stories is the same as gay men stories. A lot of gay men are going through the same thing we're going through behind straight men. Straight men. Poor women. But then again, there are a lot of women out here who are DL too, that keeps their mouth shut. I guess they'd be like, let's just shine the light on the men and just make them feel bad and just talk about how they out there, girl, you know he gay, girl, you know he messy. And she got a woman laying in the bed with her, eating her out. But again, still she's talking about gay men. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I witnessed this. It's not hearsay, it's not online, I've watched it. I see how women do. A lot of women out here who are beautiful, stunning, got wives, girlfriends. And they will join in the conversation as far as making fun of men. They'll do just like this. They don't say one word. They just keep their mouth closed. They say, girl. I just find it so sad how everybody has to keep their life, and I'm not saying everybody, has to keep their life so much of a secret. When straight people, whichever that may be, whatever you want to call that, don't. They say we push the gay agenda, but yet still, what is straight? I said this 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it until I die. The down low lifestyle is way bigger than the gay, the trans, the bi. I guess bi is whatever. But the down low lifestyle is way bigger than the LGBT. There are so many women sleeping with men who take the condom off and have sex with trans women and gay men. There are so many women that are sleeping with gay men too. Because he's fine. Take the condom off and go back home to her husband because he's fine as fuck. And I always say this and I say this again, if you out there cheating on the one that you with, at least use protection, but that's just me. And my words mean nothing to lots of people. It's kind of like the R. Kelly thing. For those who've molested little kids or molested young girls, they're very defensive. Oh, please, so what? Those are the ones that's done the same thing he's done, so they're going to defend it. Then those are the ones who haven't done it or did it, but feel bad about it, saying, you know, he needs to just give himself up and stuff like that, because they feel bad what they did, so they compare it with them. Then it's the ones who haven't been molested, who never been nothing. That's real, like, this is wrong, but they do nothing about it. I just find it to be amazing. It just makes you wonder. And I always ask God one thing. Why was I never accepted by this world? Why as a child growing up, I never was accepted? And I guess my answer is because I need you to do something bigger than you think. That's why when I'm here, what they do to me, I'm already used to it. So it's kind of like going to school, being educated for a project that you was not in charge of and you're actually doing it. And for everyone who's like me, the two-spirit people who's never blended in, or the gay people who've never blended in and they always stand out, you're just being trained for something you was going to do. You're going to be saving a lot of souls more than you know it. You're going to be saving souls of people who just don't have the strength to stand in their truth. But you already have so many layers of strength built on top of you that you are prepared. You are the soldiers. You're not talking about a story. You've lived that story. And I always feel as though the ones who have the best stories, the ones who lived it. The ones who, well, you know, I have a problem with them, are the same ones that say, if my kid come out that way, I would be very disappointed. But you say you have no problem with them. The hypocrite people. The hypocrite people don't like gay people, but sleep with everybody's man, woman, the case may be, and lock the door to make sure nobody see them. The hypocrite people. And the same ones, oh, I can't stand them things. The hypocrites. There's tons of those. You know, but anyway, I went to the left. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the hormones as far as the pill. Look, as far as the pills versus the shots. Make sure you monitor your actions and stuff. Because like I said before, the pill does more than just you stand in front of the mirror fixing things. The pill's doing everything within your mind. And I'm always afraid of being that person that goes crazy. And sometimes I wonder did I actually leave the building and don't know it. Okay. So I want to share this with you. And I get my intermission as far as Raven sits down and have a conversation with you. This is so funny because so many people are getting tired of me sitting down. Why you ain't standing back up doing the videos? But I've asked y'all, do y'all like me sitting down doing the videos? And if y'all didn't, y'all would have put something in my PayPal. I'm like, listen, girl, go get a camera. But y'all didn't, so I'm sitting right here enjoying the moment. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel at the top of this Instagram button. You follow me, I follow back. I want to hear feedback on this about the hormones and the shots. Like I said before, the pill to me does more. If you have enough money, but the bottle costs more. The bottle costs more. The shots cost more. And the shots mean you get a needle, you stick it in your butt. And that's enough right there, because when it came down to that with me, I stand with the needle like this. Oh, sweat be coming out my face. Like, oh, I gotta stick this needle in me and I be free to shake it. But with the pill, it's like, you know, you're out the day. But at the end of the day, the shots are more effective. My personal opinion. I mean, it soothes everything out. Your face, everything. I mean, but, you know, it is what it is. But the pills just do something more mentally. And I always feel as though, what's exactly in this pill that makes you feel so depressed? It's a lot that happens to you mentally with them pills. But we only could do what we could do. We can't afford the shots, and we have to substitute it where we can. Anyway, love you guys. Have a blessed day. Subscribe to my channel. Love you.